Hey guys, Meteorologist Chris Tomer here with this morning mountain weather update. All right, here's what I'm seeing this morning. So we'll start in California. Only some light additional snow accumulation today. Wasatch, we might be able to squeeze out 4 to 8 inches of accumulation today, mainly first half of today. The orographic lift across the range has been lighter than I was hoping to see, but we'll see if we can do 4 to 8. Tetons, next big snow, and you might have some light snow leading up to this, but 226 through 229, that's going to be part of that when that northern branch comes south out of Canada. Colorado, you got some light snow coming this afternoon, tonight, tomorrow morning. And yes, the northern branch will bring energy, some colder air, and a west-northwest flow orientation. There will be a period of very significant snow accumulation across a lot of ranges. I'll look at that coming up. In the northeast, just some light to moderate snows, 223 and again 228, 229. All right, let's go over to water vapor. I want to just give you the lay of the land here this morning. So your moisture aloft is going to be your whites, your blues, your greens. There is an area of low pressure coming out of California that will cross Utah and Colorado today, tomorrow. That's what should help generate some additional snow in Utah and also some in Colorado. Behind it, here's the big setup, big trough of low pressure in the atmosphere. So that's really the next big item of interest. It's going to kick out a little wave ahead of it that'll roll into California. But behind it, this whole thing is going to eventually go up into Canada, and then it's going to take its time and will be part of that northern branch that buckles down into the lower 48, 1225 through about 3-1. So it will become part of that entire pattern change. Here's the forecast jet stream. So end of close today, that's what it looks like. There's 222. In fact, there comes that little piece of energy headed towards California. Now, here's a key time frame, 225 into 226. Northern branch, you can see it buckling, bringing its energy, starts to merge with the southern branch, and we start to see a period of very heavy snow on 226 into 227 with that west-northwest orientation. Get a little bit of a break, and then here comes the next area of low pressure riding that northern branch in, so that'll come in that first week of March. All right, put some moisture on top of all this, so that'll be the situation by this afternoon at 5:30. Some snow over the Wasatch, snow over the central and northern mountains of Colorado. Still there on 222 in Colorado, and then it fades. 223 is pretty quiet. 224 is a waiting game, and then into 225, here's where things start to get a little bit more interesting, especially on 226. So in the morning, you've got the northern branch coming in, you've got the southern branch, both of those merging with a fair amount of moisture, and we start to see a west-northwest orientation squeeze out snow. Idaho, Montana, Tetons, Wasatch, and Colorado. Look at 226 in the afternoon. Here comes that big frontal boundary with the storm system. That is a period of very heavy snow. 226 late into 227 in the morning. Tetons, Wasatch, and that rolls through Colorado on 227 into 228. Next storm system, west-northwest flow. Continues, and now we're just waiting on that storm for the first week of March. Okay, let's talk about the latest snow numbers here. Here's what I've got for the new grand total map this morning. Rest of today through 3-1 late. You can see what's potentially on the way here. 1 to 2 feet Tetons, 2 to 3 feet up there in the Wasatch, 1 to 2 feet in Colorado, mainly western slope. Anywhere in purple's over a foot on this map. 1 to 2 feet in Idaho, about a 6 to 12 inch snow up there in parts of Montana. Still looking at big numbers in the Pacific Northwest. Look at BC, 1 to 2 feet through Kicking Horse and Revelstoke, Red Mountain, Fernie, 2 to 3 to 4 feet through parts of Washington and Oregon. Okay, let's do it by time period. So again, today we're starting to these numbers are already accumulating across the Wasatch. So again, maybe 4 to 8 through the remainder of today. We'll see 3 to 6 inches in the central and northern mountains of Colorado. Everything else is pretty light. 223 to 225. Most of it's up in the Pacific Northwest and BC. This is a big time period, 226 through 228. That entire northern branch drops down with energy, a storm system, a west-northwest flow, and we could crank out a foot or more over the Tetons, probably 2 feet or more over the Wasatch in this time period alone. 1 to 2 feet in Colorado, western slope, southwest Colorado. Pretty big numbers up through Washington, Oregon, Idaho looking good as well. 229 through 3-1. Here comes the next storm system, but again, we're probably going to have to wait until that first week of March for it to translate south through Utah, Wyoming, and Colorado. But in that time period, big numbers, Pacific Northwest and British Columbia. All right, let's go to the Northeast. Basically today through 3-1, only light to moderate snow accumulations. Again, some on 223 with a little bit of mixing at the base areas. And then again, 228 and 229. All right, guys, we'll end on the grand total map here this morning. Lots of snow yet to go. Always appreciate you tuning in here to these updates, and I'll talk with you later. Take care.